Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here with us on a Monday morning. Our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. The high will not be in the 90s. The high is going to be 88, but it's not going to be in the 90s. I've been waiting a long time to say that. The high is in the 80s. Low tonight, they're saying it's not going to be that cool. 71. It's going to get down in the 60s in a day or two, but it is a little cooler. It's not really that bark busting cold we wanted, but it's going to be cooler. Monday moon phase brought to us by Mountain Dew. Take it outside with a Mountain Dew. We're looking at a full moon now, the 13th. That's next Sunday will be our full moon. So all week long, that moon is waxing. It's going to be building up. It's going to be some good fishing this week. I can promise you. You know how low the rivers are, and you've seen the pictures day after day of some pictures of a big old mess of brim of shellcracker being caught in our river and creek system. So just be aware of that and go if you can. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We have good strong tides today. We have a high tide at 4:11 this morning. Then it's starting to go out and low away in the afternoon about 3:28. So you got an outgoing tide. It's going to be a good outgoing tide. That moon's building up. It's going to be some good fishing at the jetties. It's going to be some good fishing at all the points where the water's coming around the points and all going out. Those fish will stay behind those points and just feed off all the points in the base system. So if you find an area where this water got a deep trough and the bait fish and the crabs and all sort of rolling through it, you can ambush them right there. So all these little things we like to add to it. The marine forecast, we're looking at an east southeast at about 8 to 10. We'll take a break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's get caught up on some pictures. You know, a lot of times y'all are sending pictures, or I pick them up, and I have a 2 or 3 day delay sometimes, especially when I have a guest on. I don't get to show that many pictures, so we'll get caught up today on a good many of them. So let's get started. I'll start off with a saying. Now, this is you just hope you enjoy the humor on a Monday morning. So you want to marry a girl. This is for you guys now, the outdoor guys. Marry a girl who says things like, "I'm proud of you. I can't believe you're mine. You're right, I was wrong." You're right. You can do it, baby. And then the last one, that's one I want you. "I don't know where this new boat came from, but it looks great out there next to the other boats." I know some of y'all will appreciate that, okay? If you're like me, you got 3 or 4 boats out there, and Gail, I've driven the driveway, I just always shake her head sometimes. All right, here's an email, a message from Steve Rogers. "Hey, Coach, had a pretty good morning on the lower end of the Choctaw River Saturday morning. Floating a cricket under a log worked for me." Now, isn't that a great way to fish? If possible, put my name in the bucket list, and sure will, Steve. And here's a mess of fish he caught. And isn't that a good mess of fish? On a cricket. Look at there. That's beautiful. Thank you, Steve, for sharing that with us. I know some of y'all didn't feel like going to work right now, and you can send this picture to your boss and say, "The tree is still blocking my road. I can't go to work." Or some of y'all don't want to go to school yet. You can send it to your teacher and say, "That tree is blocking my road." Okay, here we go. This is from that DIY. I'm showing you these stands different people make. So this is a culvert, and you can see he cut out he had a metal grinder and just cut out the shooting window right there. Okay, and then he got a satellite dish. Okay, a satellite dish with a roof. Now this is very ingenious. And then he painted a camo pattern on it, and voila, there it is. Take it out there with your pickup truck, put it in the field, and you have one out of a metal cover pipe and a satellite dish. It don't cost a whole lot. I'll show you these. I get a kick out of people's ingenuity, I guess, and American creativism, and especially outdoorsmen. All right, now, I showed you this last week. This is from, I talked about Ozark. This is Newton, Alabama. Okay, I don't want to zoom in a little bit. I mean, you can literally walk across it. And there's some pictures that's been sent to me where there's no contact between the puddles and all. In other words, it's not moving. The upper end of the Choctawhatchee is not moving at all. And here's a little bit of a stream going through it. I'll show you some of this Friday real quick, but I want to make sure you understand the severity of the drought we have. Test Randall Jolly, another brutally hot day in Alabama. The deer are panting like dogs, and so is the photographer. Come on, fall. But isn't that a beautiful picture? And that deer, I mean, they're really panting like your dog does when it gets outside and gets hot. And we'll be seeing tests soon. All right, this is late morning red today from the realist. That's what I'm going by these days. Okay. Okay, check this out. Remember the red I caught with multiple fresh hook holes? I'm sure your viewers will find this as cool as me. All right, see these little hook holes? That's from a previously caught and released redfish. You can see where it's done like that. So, great job there. All right, now, I want to go over this. We're sort of divided. We're in the western Panhandle in the yellow, and in the blue part is a Big Bend. Okay, I tell you this because we need to understand we got some new rules coming on speckled trout. Okay, now understand this. It's FWC. We're going from, in the western Panhandle, going from 5 to 3 fish, and the Big Bend from 5 to 4. South Florida going 4 to 3, Central from 4 to 2, and the Northeast going from 6 to 5. So that tells me there's a lot of, and also to modify the recreational size limit from 10 inches to 15. It goes going to be 15 to 19 inches total length. Okay, allowing 1 over. So anyway, we'll talk more about it. But that's going to be the deal right there in our area. Okay, the other night I got to visit with this at Aquatic Deer Management and Travis Bassford's better half, Nicole. I told Nicole I think she might be the prettiest game warden I've ever seen. But they were all up there at the Aquatic Deer Management Association. We have 4 or 5 of our law enforcement FWC folks there answering questions, and Nicole and. We had Gail and I, we went with Ronnie and Jane, and this is how that looks up there, the area off John Pitts Road. And the auction and all is outside, but then the pole barn is set up like this. Here's how the pole barn is, but it's all enclosed. It's air conditioned inside, and you go inside and cool down. They got all kind of rooms in there for the auction. It's a fundraiser for a lot of different Ducks Unlimited, Buckmasters, all kind of people meet. The commission meets there. Well, not the county commissions, the building folks meet there, but a lot of the county commissioners were there last night, and it's just a good deal. So anyway, I just want to show that to you, but I want to go back and show you one more set of really strong pictures. I wanted to show this the other day. All right, here we go. Hey, Coach, I told you I'd send you some pictures of our trip to Lake Seminole last week. Here's a few. I spent time with my son, my dad, and a couple uncles and friends. We caught a lot of fish, but most importantly, we had a blast. Okay, so here's a group of pictures. Check this out. All right, is that not fun? Camping up there at Lake Seminole. Look at the size of these catfish. I tell you, there's going to be some huge catfish I was going to show you today. Look at there. Great job. Big old ice chest full of them. And then spread them on the table, your uncles and all. They just don't get any better than that. That's one of the biggest messes of big catfish I've seen in a very long time. Good job there. All right, let's take a break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's talk about the red snapper. I told you I was going to mention that this week. I want to tell you, first of all, we're all excited to get, 3 weekends. It's really good. I saw Alabama, they just got 3 days, and they're tickled with that. So our 3 weekends will be the next 3 weekends coming up on Saturday and Sunday. I do have a problem with them not including the charter boats on federal waters, and let me tell you why. And I'm a recreational guy, and I support all kind of organizations and all. But it's charter boat, and our governor signed off on it. But when the governor, and I think a lot of our new governor, Governor DeSantis, he's done a lot of good things. But he signed off on it. But what he does, like so many of the governors and all, he has a board like the FWC that brings in the recommendations. Say this is what we need to do. So he just signs off on it, and so he doesn't get to see the research and all on it. Now here's the way I feel about it. Okay, we all can fish in the state waters. But in federal waters, only the people, private people, can go out there and fish. The charter fleet cannot fish it. Now, what I would like to see done, and it may be too late, I may even call the governor's office, because I really don't think he has a grasp on it. I don't think he's been presented the case. Our charter boat industry 1 year ago was hammered by Hurricane Michael, as all facets of our lives here in Florida Panhandle. But these boats and all, they got really messed up. They really, so they're all kind of damaged, so they had to, repair that. Some of them, I mean, the stories we heard was incredible, how they worked so hard and all to get back on their feet. That's one thing. The second thing, they lost their whole fall business, and the fall fishing is a big part of the charter boat industry. I mean, there's a huge income in that fall. They lost it because they didn't have a boat. So why in the world didn't we think about this? Whoever presented this and all, why didn't we just if we didn't want the charter industry all over the state of Florida, why didn't we make an exception in the Florida Panhandle and let these boats in the Florida Panhandle, these charter boats, have some kind of business for those 3 weekends? That we're not going to make a huge dent on those 6 days out there. Why didn't we let our guys take their boat out? The Making Memories, the Seminole Wind, all these boats, they deserve a chance to fish in this fall red snapper season. I'm just upset at that decision the FWC made. It's not fair. It's not fair to these guys. I know all the private people are jumping up and down, including me. I'm happy. I'm gonna go out with some friends and all. But these guys here, they're not getting treated fair. So I want to stand up on their behalf and all. So anyway, I feel strong about that, and I don't know what's going to happen, but it's just not fair to them. So that's how I feel about the red snapper being called, the next 3 weekends and all. Now, let's move on let's go from red snapper to the Florida blue, all kind of colors, the Florida blue crab. The crabs this time of year, they're just really getting, they're getting big and all, and they're molted and all. And you remember, you don't want to keep any crabs that have the eggs and all in them. So anyway, here's a little how to cook crabs. We love to cook crabs every now and then because it's just they're good. I don't I don't eat a lot of them. I eat them several times a year. So here we are on how to cook some blue crabs. Okay. All right, today, folks, we're going to get some Florida blue crab, and we're going to show you how to cook Florida blue crab locally here. The first thing, of course, you need a good cooking utensil, and a big old pot like this is ideal for what we're going to do. We're going to put them in here, but while they're out there getting ready, we're going to go and fire it up. So we're going to go get the crabs now. You ready to go get the crab, Mason? All right, now, I'm on the end of my dock, and I've got a crab trap out here. Now, you don't have to have something like this. You can go down to your local seafood place and buy some blue crabs. They're great this time of year. Gandis has them. Any local seafood place will have them. This is a good haul. That's some nice looking crab. That's some big, healthy. That's some of the biggest crabs I've ever caught off here. That's some nice, healthy crabs right there. Look at them size of my hand. Florida blue crab. Woo! Alright, we'll take them out, get them in the tub. Look at those crabs. Alright, we got about 9 or 10 here. That's gonna make a good meal. Okay, again, one of the things you want to do now, check and make sure you don't have any females. You want to let the females go. You can tell the females we got orange eggs on the bottom, right in this area right here. Now, a Florida blue crab will live to be about 3 years old. They go through a molting process, probably about 15 times where they shed everything. And also, of course, they can live. You take off a claw and they can live and grow another one. Most of these have all their claws. Okay, again, now I'm going to tell you how simple this is. We got the crabs and all. So, basic ingredients. What you're going to do, you're going to get some nice lemons. We're going to show you, just going to squeeze those and put them in there. Also, this Zatarain's crab oil. You can buy this anywhere. It's all the herbs and spices already mixed here together. This is all you need. So, first thing we're going to do, we got the water boiling. I'm going to set the lid off, and we're just going to squeeze the lemons real good and put them in there. We don't want that to splash too much, because it burns. All right. Squeeze the lemons really good. We got the lemons in there. And then next, these come in little packages. And you got a package, okay, one package. You can see all the stuff in there. You just drop it in there. That's where you're gonna get all your flavor from, okay? Now, put the lid back on. We're gonna bring it to boil again. Then we'll put the crabs in. Okay, I'm getting ready to cook it. Now, some people clean them and then cook them and all. What we've always done, we just take the whole crab and drop them in here. And this is really, we're gonna drop in here in the boiling water. This is really a very humane way to do it because they're gonna perish. They're gonna perish instantly. And that's one. Okay. Good way to cooking crab. We had the water boiling. Okay. All right, let's get about one more. Hold on. All right. Okay, now we got them in a pot. Now what we're going to do, we're going to bring them back to boil. We're going to let them boil about 18 to 20 minutes. All right, now we cooked for about 20 minutes. I'm getting ready to take them up. They look really good. It's going to be hot, so you need. Remember. Okay. Woo. Hot, hot, hot. So I'm going to sit them in here for now. Let them cool down. You can see they're nice and red, and they're going to cool down a minute. We're getting ready to clean them. Okay, now we got them in here, and you can see this is a big, healthy crab. And the first thing you're going to do, of course, is pinch off the claws. A lot of meat on that, and put them in a bowl over here on the side. And then you just pull off these little fingers here. These will be discarded. You want to have a colander to just drop everything in. You don't want to go down the sink. Okay, water's continue to running. And now reach in there with a finger and pull it. Okay, now see how I just pull it back real easy? Just pull it apart. Okay, now you got a couple things here you need to look at. These little things right here are all poison. You want to get rid of those. See how they come out right there? That's all poison right there. Okay, now you reach in there, you get out, just order the innards right there. Now you're getting close to the meat. It's really not that hard to do. Takes a little bit of time. Now you're going to pull back. You got it going there. Okay, that's what you have right there. Nice and clean. Okay, now folks comes the fun part. This is reward for your effort. Now what we have is a bowl full of crabs. You got some lemon right here. You got some hot melted butter. And all you got to do is just start cracking these open and peel them apart, and you're going to have a feast. A Florida blue crab. It's just hard to beat. Fresh Florida blue crab. Okay, you crack them open and all, and look at that. That's all beautiful. Pull it out like that. Beautiful crab meat. Look at that. Well, Panhandle Outdoors, I'm Winston Chester. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you go get some crab. They got them down at Tarpon Dock Seafood, plenty of fresh ones. Let's take a look at our fish and game forecast today, brought to us by our friends down at Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. 8:10 to 10:10 this morning, and 8:34 to 10:34 tonight. And those catfish pictures I showed you on Lake Seminole, Ray's neighbors, Ray's family and all, had a great time on that trip, and appreciate you showing us to us, Ray. We're going to ask them, we're still getting names for the pickle jar. And we're going to give away some stuff this week now on our fall sweepstakes. Heather Taylor and Chad Taylor and Dan Wells. And I got a couple more I'm going to get tomorrow, okay? So we just add those to the pickle jar. Now, we got some hunter safety courses coming up, so let's talk about those. I just got this from the FWC. I want to share it with you. We'll skip Escambia County, but let's go to Franklin County, October the 12th. That's coming up this weekend. It will be, it's at the top of the screen there, it will be at the school board office, Franklin County School, on US 98, I guess, 250 US 98. Then right below that, Gulf County, October 12th, be the Gulf Correctional Institute on the Ike Steele Road in Weewall, okay? And then Leon, Santa Rosa, some of y'all may go to it. Oops, October 19th will be the second one. McCullough County, Washington County. Oops, because they just had that one Saturday, but I'm sorry about that. I just got it. That was this past Saturday. So you maybe make it up by going to Washington, Washington folks. Maybe you can go over here to Gulf County, okay? And then one more, I did a youth deer hunt weekend, a muzzleloader season. Basically they're going to let youth hunt their muzzleloading season. Zone D, I'm going to go ahead and do it. That weekend right in the middle of the screen will be us. Zone D will be December 7th and 8th, and I will have plenty of time to talk about that later, but go ahead and put that on the calendar for youth hunt weekend. And also they're protecting our Florida native songbirds from illegal trapping. I didn't know they were trapping trapping songbirds illegally and all, but obviously they are. So that was a lot of news from the FWC meeting this past weekend. And again, I will reiterate how I feel about the red snapper. I was thinking about it, where's our compassion and heart for helping folks who really, so many of us were hurt, so many people helped out. That's a great opportunity for our state organization to help our charter boat industry here in Panhandle, let them fish for the weekend, for 3 weekends. I mean, 6 days. It's just they should have had an exemption for that, and I just hate seeing that. So anyway, I want all those guys, and they've been gentlemen about it too. Nobody's been raising Cain or whatever. I may try to call the governor's office this week, and I'm sure Governor DeSantis did not understand what all was going on because, like I say, in my opinion, he's done a lot of good things for outdoorsmen and all since he's been in office. Okay. This week now, we're going to wrap things up. We've got some good guests coming on this week, some really interesting things we're going to talk about. We'll stay on top of everything. Fishing's really been good. If you get a chance to go, the tide's good, the river's good, the moon is good. This is going to be a good weekend. It's cooling off a little bit, so I want to encourage you to go fishing and take a friend with you. There's just going to be all kinds of good things happening this week on into the weekend. Okay, so be aware of that. We're going to wrap things up. Again, we'll tell you how much we appreciate the viewership and being one of our sponsors and all. And it was great to see the FWC folks at the QDMA meeting last Thursday night. So let's wrap it up. Y'all do something good today for your fellow man, and you have a great week, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.